Okay, I had to get some stuff set up, but we should be all ready now. Sorry, Destiny Ablaze from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm gonna have to put you on pause so we can hop right back into things here. Are my hotkeys gonna work? Are they gonna work? Hey, it's good to be back at my usual stream setup again. It is nice to be back here. I need to set some stuff up there. Cool. Coolio Julio. And yeah, Haunt, to answer that question there. Also, first of all, thanks for the 13 months of being subbed. That is a very long time there. That is a very long time of subbage, let me tell you. So thanks so much there. And yeah, how do you feel after your outstanding weekend? Phenomenal stuff you pulled off there. Thanks, Haunt. But yeah, to catch things up with the stream here. So for the past 2 days, I've been at this event called Fragapalooza. And it's like this big gaming event. They have like rows and rows of people set up with like their complete office kind of setups with their desktops, their monitors, their consoles, and stuff like that. And yeah, it has been over a year of subbing. That is a very long time there. But at this event, Fragapalooza, that like my cousin who volunteers there told me about, he had mentioned that there was going to be a couple Smash tournaments that were hosted by Pure Canadian Gaming. And I was like, oh, I've never gone to a Smash tournament before, but you know, I used to do Smash viewer games for a long time. Like people used to know, like, remember those days? People used to know me for my Jigglypuff and stuff like that. Oh man, times were different. But like, I am still generally pretty alrighty at that game there. So I was like, oh, people have been telling me after seeing me play on stream that I should attend a tournament one of these days. This can be my chance to attend my first like competitive tournament. So I show up there, and I thought for sure it was gonna be like competitive 1v1s or something like that, but turns out that wasn't what it was. So like, it said on the site 1v1s, and then I get there and it's like, surprise, we're doing 6-player free-for-alls with items on. Oh, but the tournament, there was 2 tournaments. There was like the 6-player free-for-all with items, not okay kind of tournament, and then the next day there was 2v2s with battlefield only, no items, anything like that. Team Attack was not on, unfortunately. That got exploited a little bit by some people, but but for the most part that was okay. And hello Tacos, how's it going there? And yeah, those were very different times indeed playing Smash 4 there, but people have been telling me for like upwards of a year now that I should attend a tournament one of these days, so I attended that. There's a bit of a surprise that was the format. We had to use these crappy like wired pro controllers that were like, they had a weird texture to them. They felt almost like plasticky, but not good plasticky like this, like the kind of almost filmy kind of plasticky. And on the controller, the freaking home button and the plus button were switched on those things. So people kept pressing the home button by accident, like mid-match. The funniest part of the entire tournament was when somebody freaking closed the game in the middle of a match. Like, they literally pressed home, X, and A. Like, I don't know how they randomly hit those buttons in combination like that, but that's the thing that happened. It was the funniest thing that happened all tournament. But anyway, how it worked with these 6-player free-for-alls on the Friday there is they had it so that the last 3 people standing were the ones that would go on to like the next round. So whoever won each of those rounds, it was just for like bragging rights, since it was only, since the top 3 last standing would go on anyway. So like, as long as you were in the top 3, you'd go on. But the thing is, I came in first, was the last person standing in every single round that I played in. And yeah, so there was that, and then there was the final round. So something about the finals is I actually lost one of my stocks from the controller breaking, and the announcers didn't even notice. There was this one, so these weird freaking third-party controllers right at this spot right here, right under the C stick where it would be, is this weird like red button thing, and I guess when I was hitting the C stick I must have hit it. Apparently it's a programming button, and it apparently just locks in whatever your last input was, which for me was B, and I was hitting to the left there. So I had lost one of my stocks in the finals for free from Charizard flare blitzing to his death and SDing because of the programming button, which was like right there. And then Squirtle respawned and started spamming water gun, and I was like, what the heck, I'm not doing anything. And I held my controller in the air like this to show that I'm not touching any buttons, and Squirtle's still doing stuff, and I was proclaiming like, hey, my controller's broken, what the heck. So they freaking pressed the home menu button to close, or to pause the game there. And they looked at my controller, they turned off the programming feature, and they were like, There you go, try not to press it again. And I was like, okay. Something else that really sucks is they didn't let us use custom controls. Awful. I hated that. So my C-stick was smash attacks instead of tilts. Gross. But yeah, you're gonna find tacos. Yeah, feels bad then. Tacos. And yeah, the controller broke there. So I literally had a one stock disadvantage in the finals because of the freaking programming button thing on the controller that made me SD there. And the announcers didn't even realize what was going on. They just thought that somebody paused the game as like a party foul or something like that, when really they paused the game to fix my busted controller mid-match. Like, you can see when I respawned there that Squirtle just started spamming water gun, and oh man, if only I'd switched to the player cam there, because I was holding it up in the air like, this thing's not working. You know? Anyway, so I won that tournament, which was interesting. Some people in some of those rounds, to be able to go on, would play like somewhat campy, like they play a character with projectiles and kind of run and stuff like that, let everybody else kill each other so that they would be able to go on. You could tell that I didn't do that in the final round, considering it was 8 stocks. Everybody had 8 stocks for whatever reason. Considering that in the final round I had 22 kills and the person that had the next most kills had 10. It was like 10 to 9, and there was like one person that had 7 or something like that. And I had 22 kills in the finals there. So yeah, you could definitely tell that I wasn't one of those people that was just running away to stay alive to win, you know? So that was certainly interesting. So yeah, the announcer asked me, how many kills do you get? And I was like, 22. And they were like, they were just like floored, and we were like, oh, it's still on the screen, you can look. So we looked, and it was like, I literally got more than double the kills of the person who got the next most kills. And the person who got the next most kills wasn't even the second place person. I don't remember how much the Game & Watch had in kills. It was one of the clouds there. I don't remember if it was my teammate or one of my opponents, like in the doubles tournament there. But yeah, so I won that tournament, and then the next day, they said that apparently the first day was supposed to be the kind of more for fun, kind of chaotic thing with items, and then the next day was supposed to be the more competitive thing, but it wasn't 1v1s, it was 2v2s. So I needed a doubles partner, which luckily I was able to find there, which was pretty neat. After doing that tournament, one of the clouds of the first tournament there, we started chatting a bit and playing some games with each other and wound up becoming doubles partners. And even though he doesn't own Smash Ultimate, has only played it a little bit, he's been pretty involved in the Smash Melee scene in the past. So because of that, he does still have a lot of general Smash experience, but like not enough to like super seriously main anybody in Smash Ultimate, but just a lot of good general Smash experience from experience in Melee. So he basically picked up Samus like the day of the tournament there, and did pretty darn well with it. So yeah, we basically spent all of yesterday kind of training with each other, getting ready for this tournament there, and we were playing that to win. That was the goal, and we did wind up doing so in the end. We made some dumb mistakes along the way, especially during the second last round, which we did lose that one, but because we were in the kind of winners bracket and we were going against the losers bracket, the losers had to win twice, whereas we only had to win once. So they did beat us that one time because we made some dumb mistakes, especially me. I played way worse that game. If we would have lost because of me there, I would have been so sad. I literally Flare Blitz SD'd, and that time it wasn't because of a broken controller, because of the programming button. That time was me being an idiot. I don't want to talk about it. I can't blame a controller on that one. One thing that was interesting about that doubles tournament is they did say at the beginning, the announcer was like, you can't put on custom controls, it gives you an unfair advantage. Like, he was convinced that if you had custom controls, you would have an unfair advantage. So we had to like slowly explain to the announcer what custom controls even was. Like, it just changes what buttons to do what, it's just a personal preference thing. So he was like, okay, fine, like 20 minutes before the tournament, you guys can set up your names. Like, he was also convinced that setting up custom controls would change custom controls for everybody, so we had to explain, no, it's set to the name. Like, it doesn't do that for everybody. So yeah, when they made the announcement that you could set custom controls, there was probably 30 people that came in like single file line to set up their name with custom controls. So you could tell that, you know, putting on custom controls was probably a good idea there, you know? And yeah, we did manage to clutch it out in the final round. Yeah, you could tell that both the announcer there and the people who are commentating don't really know Smash. Like, they know it from a kind of casual, like I pick it up and play it kind of standpoint, but they didn't really know the game. Like, I was watching back some of the VODs. I put together a video showing like all the rounds that I was in for that. So I watched the whole VODs. They called out a lot of things as up B for some reason. Like, I was doing up air with Ivysaur and they're like, Harmonia hitting them with up B, and I was like, up B? Or there was one time that I got an up smash and they were like, Harmonia hitting them with up B, and I was like, is everything up B? Like, what? So yeah, I feel like I might potentially have been like the only person who went in there like training for like a week in advance and going in there thinking that it was going to be a competitive thing and trying to go in there in a competitive way. Maybe, like, I don't know. Like, during the final round there, our opponents did play pretty well there. Like, the Cloud and the Ike, they did definitely put up a good fight there. That was a good finals, I have to admit. And yeah, so I've only ever been in 2 Smash tournaments, and now I've won them both. So that 100% win rate, I guess. But yeah. And yeah, they definitely didn't really know Smash all that well indeed, huh? Yeah. Something interesting. But at the end of the day, I had a good time. One big criticism of the stream that was happening there is the fact that, you know, the camera was directly in the way of the game. In a Smash Bros layout, the camera should be like this, up here in this corner, like right under the timer, or over in that corner over there, somewhere, because there's not usually people like over here. But down there where the camera was during that stream, there would be upwards of like 30 seconds where somebody wouldn't be seen because of that. So not exactly the best stream setup there, but you know, you know. And yeah, as for winning both of those tournaments, for winning the like general everyone for themselves there, I won a freaking Chromebook, so that was certainly interesting. I took it out of its box once and then I put it back in. But yeah, so I kind of walk in and, you know, play the Smash tournament and win a Chromebook, so there's that. So I'll probably use it to take notes in like university. So, you know, instead of taking my current laptop, which that camera's resting on top of, I can just take this and, you know, take notes in university and stuff like that, because it's a cute little machine actually. Like, the thing about Chromebooks is they have like no internal storage, so they're basically only good for taking notes and doing stuff on the internet. But yeah, so for winning that first Smash tournament, this is what I won here. The Dell Inspiron, it says. It's lighter than my laptop. It's a lot less powerful, but it has almost no internal storage because it's a Chromebook. But that makes it perfect for taking notes. So, you know, it's a cute little thing. I've never booted it up before. Maybe one of these days. I'll probably use it for, yeah, taking notes during university. I'll put this back off to the side. And then, for winning the doubles tournament, both me and my doubles partner won some fancy schmancy headphones, which actually are a lot more comfortable on my ears than my wireless ones. My wireless ones are here, and I can wear them for like a while, but they don't completely go all the way over my ears, so they give me a slight headache after a while. So like headphones have to go all the way over my ears for me to wear them for a long period of time. These go all the way over my ears. These are nice. Like, I can't use them when I'm streaming a game that's like through my capture card, because I need to have one headphone in the capture card, one headphone in the computer, so I can hear both things, you know. But if I'm streaming something off of the computer itself, like Dead by Daylight, I can see myself using these things, honestly. They're actually pretty nice. So, you know, there's that. They also light up if I freaking find the cord. It's a long cord, so I like wrapped it around back this way. But if I'm definitely not going to destroy the Chromebook tacos, but if I plug them in here, like, wait, which way does the freaking thing go? It should be this way. There we go. If they light up, there we go. So they're freaking fancy schmancy light up weird headphone things that I won. So also, it's straight. It really sucks that they don't go this way, to like show off the lights on the stream or something like that, because apparently the right way to put them is this way, so the lights would be facing the back, so I wouldn't even really be able to show off the lights there. But I'm gonna unplug these because I use earbuds when I'm streaming something from my capture card. But yeah, so my first ever 2 Smash tournaments and my first ever Fragapalooza event, I walk in and I win both of the Smash tournaments, and you know, walk out with a freaking Chromebook and some nice headphones that I might actually use quite a decent bit if I'm ever streaming something that's, you know, just off of my computer itself. So I can see myself using those on stream. They're pretty nice, actually. I quite like them so far. And yeah, no, I'm definitely not gonna do that, tacos. But yeah, that was definitely a very interesting 2 days of the tournament. And hello, Tux, how are things going? Yeah, I'm back home. I'm back home after, and now after all that excitement, it's time to relax, get back into some Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and just, you know, I need to settle down. Like, after that tournament there, after that doubles tournament, I was shaking. Like, I would hold my hand out, and my fingers were just, like, shaking, like, so rapidly. I was shivering so bad. Like, it was insane. But, hoo boy, well, 2 Smash tournaments, 100% win rate, I guess, you know, so there's that. Pretty soon, it's actually uploading right now, is the video that shows the whole journey. It's like an hour long. It's like an hour 5 minutes long. It shows all the rounds that I was playing in. So like the whole journey there. And thanks, Tux. Appreciate it. So yeah, it definitely turned out interesting. I did go into it hoping that it'd be a more competitive kind of tournament, and I guess it didn't quite turn out to be that. So one of these days I would still like to attend a more competitive tournament like I thought this was going to be, but that day will come. And this was a good new experience. And yeah, I also definitely want to thank my doubles partner who I met during the first tournament there, Chris, a ton, because yeah, we figured out how to synergize like really well there. Like, we were struggling a little bit at first there, figuring things out and working together, but towards the end we were like synergizing pretty well together. Like, it went from us doing stuff individually to us working together and, you know, freaking dominating the tournament. So that was pretty darn sweet. But yeah, and yes, I did include the interviews in the video. I did include the part where they were interviewing us and giving out the prizes and stuff there, so that was interesting. So Fragapalooza does go on today as well, and apparently they give out like 40% of the prizes they have at the end of the event, just like random draw there if you're there. So apparently a bunch of people get like a ton of free stuff. But I need like the day. I've been working today and all of last night to get my stream set up back to the way it is here, because I took so much of this out with me out there because I was streaming out there. So I had to get everything in my setup back there because I took like half my office to Fragapalooza with me. So I needed a day of setup before getting back to work, and I need a day to freaking calm down after all that excitement of, you know, winning 2 Smash tournaments back to back. So, you know, let's explore the monastery. What's happening? I forget what's happening in this game now. It's been a little while, and my mind is like all over the place from freaking, you know, how does it even happen? 2 Smash tournaments and winning them both. Like, what year is it? Honestly, like, what the heck? Like, my brain actually doesn't know how to cope. Oh man.
Byleth, the Valley of Torment?
Wait.
What kind of a name for a place is that?
Oh yeah, I remember. We were going to that place to get like some reinforcements for our resistance army. I remember now, like some kingdom reinforcements, and we were gonna like get them in secret so that the kingdom didn't realize that some of the troops were going that way. Yeah, it's 5678. It probably is.
Sounds scary.
Oh man.
Do I really have to go with you?
You're not good enough to play Smash on a competitive level? It felt like in that tournament yesterday, in both of them.
Maybe let the recluse stay home and hold the fort.
I don't know if, I'm not sure if anybody went in apart from me at like a competitive kind of standpoint, because I was training for like a week beforehand, mostly with Haunt there, to try to better my gameplay as much as I could to go in there and do that. Like, there were a few solid players there for sure, but it felt like most people were kind of just going in there for fun. But yeah, Valley of Torment sounds friendly enough. It does sound pretty friendly. Yeah, I know what you were trying to say though there, Tux. There was a lot of kids that really wanted to play in the Smash tournament there, so a lot of them were doing that. There was a lot of games where there was a lot of button mashing going on. There was this one kid who came up to me and he asked me, like, what would you do if we faced against each other? And I just said, I'd try my best. And he started laughing. He was like, I'd probably destroy you. I was like, well then, well then, you know, but yeah, and I'm not sure why he said that, considering he didn't even know what the shield button was. Like, he was asking my group what the button was to shield. I was like, oh my. But yeah, he was like, I never shield. I never have to shield. I'm always attacking. But you see what happens. I have no idea who he was. And kid mollywopped you. He was out in the first round there, so he did not. But yeah, Game & Watch was the only good player there, and Chris, but that goes without saying. Yeah, the Game & Watch there was pretty solid indeed. He started playing Ken in the later rounds. We went against their team, which they called Ren and Q was their team name. And I remember the announcers started getting really hyped about that round. They were like, oh, this is the winner of this is the first place of last tournament team against the team that was like second place from the last tournament. So they were like really hyped about that. And also, I'm not sure if like anybody was taking the tournament as seriously as Chris and I were, because we were freaking insane when it came to doing that. Whenever we thought anybody was a threat, we were watching their games intently, and we were sitting there discussing with each other what their play styles were and who to look out for. Like with the team of Ren and Q, they call themselves, for example, we were basically discussing to look out for the Ken more than the Ryu, because the Ken was doing like the true inputs of the yin yang, whereas the Ryu wasn't. So we basically made it our strategy to focus more on the Ken and take him more as a threat. And like, he was the Game & Watch player. He was the person that came in second place last tournament, who like I was 1v1ing at the end of the finals of that. Yeah, we basically did. Like, whenever it was opponents that were playing that we didn't worry about that much, who were more kind of button mashing and stuff, we would go over to my laptop there and we would load up the VODs of our previous games to discuss what we did right and what we did wrong. And we would look at the brackets to see who we had next, and we would look at their VODs to analyze their play styles. Like, one of the biggest concerns of ours was actually the DDD and Lucas. So we started analyzing how they play. And one of the things that I noticed was the Lucas was recovering high a lot. So with him playing Samus, I had explained that was like the perfect time to use a charge shot when he recovered high. Like, one of the concerns was definitely the DDD there, what with him using Gordo's a bunch, but we didn't even have to face them. Like, they were eliminated by the team that we wound up facing in the finals there. And yeah, but we also would like train one-on-one by either one of us switching to like the characters that our opponents would play, like training for the like Lucas and DDD, for example. I played Lucas and DDD against him, and by looking at how the Lucas and DDD played, I tried to replicate their play styles. Like, for example, with Lucas, I would always recover high to see how he could punish it, and with DDD, I would use a lot of Gordos and a lot of neutral B, since that's what that guy would do. So we basically, you know, we basically tried to replicate the play styles that we saw our opponents would use to train us against them.
I suppose I told you that, though, yes?
You know,
No idea how you cope with it. I hope this
again,
works. I dislike being lightheaded because other people are bleeding everywhere. The thought of working hard for it does sound like quite a pain.
Oh, Linhart. But yeah, so, you know, yeah, we did go all out. So I don't know if, like, sitting there, leaning close to each other and, like, discussing what to do against all our opponents there and getting that practice in. That's exactly what you would do. Yeah, I definitely, like, that was definitely a solid combination, us two, for that doubles tournament, with how we both, like, took it. Like, how we both treated it there. Whoops. I mean, it wound up paying off in the end. But yeah, I did make some terrible mistakes along the way. Like, during the singles kind of tournament there, I have the excuse of my controller breaking for the Flare Blitz SD. But during the doubles one, that was just me being an idiot, and I'm frankly embarrassed.
Clean out the storerooms, tend the flowers, do the washing, dust the library.
Yeah. Do you need any help?
No, this is my job. Lady Rhea herself gave it to me.
Gotcha.
Even if Lady Rhea's not here right now, I still gotta do my duty, like you.
Yeah,
You
so
gotta have other stuff you ought to be doing, yeah?
so we're kind of hopping back into the swing with Fire Emblem Three Houses here. It's been a little while now. Oh, look, it's a perfect day to fish then, with the golden stuff in the pond. So yeah, I need to tone down the excitement from the past 2 days of, you know, how does it even happen? Winning both my brain still can't comprehend it. I need to calm down and just, you know, enjoy some Three Houses. Go now, probably watch some more Fullmetal Alchemist. I'll see you later. All right, sounds good. Thanks for hanging out, tacos. We have a good time with that animu there.
Still gives me difficulty.
Seems
I
like.
can understand, read, and write with nearly perfection now.
That's good.
But understanding and speaking are fruits of a different color.
That's like me with German. It's part of your
I
charm.
have gratitude for you, Professor.
But
I hope
yeah,
that I will have
this see
fluency
ya.
one day.
Also, what can you teach me? I like to get to B+ with swords, but I'll do that. Like that. Do you mean like, thank goodness that our opponents weren't like Carvey are you? Yeah, that's what I figured there. Because if they were like Carvey are you, like, if it was a week ago, there's no way I'd stand a chance against you. But after that week of training, it started getting pretty even there. So like that week of training really, really helped me there. But you know, more for singles format, but still really helped my general play. And I don't have enough bait to fish. Okay, I'm gonna go get some bait then. But yeah, like, and you're more experienced with doubles, so I'd say I'd definitely be at a disadvantage going against you. But I'd maybe have a small chance if I had to guess playing against you in doubles. I'd have a little bit of a chance, but you would definitely have the advantage, I would say. And if I was against Carvia, you know, that's the option there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick it up next time we fight.
Hey, how about a favor?
It's Khan, I say, can't do business without it. Hey you, get back from me. I'll cut you the deal of your life. Find the secret thingy that Anna is looking for. Seems that if you do, she'll open up her secret shop. Oh. Hey.
Hello there.
Hey, how you doing?
This one, yes?
You wanna give me all that bait?
I thank you. This one, yes?
Because today is a good fishing day.
I thank you.
Like, I've already made a decent bit off fish. Like, where is my freaking good fish? If I need to get some money, I can just, you know,
This one, yes?
sell a couple freaking fish. Look at that.
I thank you.
Like, you can make a steady profit off of fish. Once the new difficulty comes out, that should be like lunatic difficulty or something like that, whenever that free update comes
Return
out.
soon, please.
If I do a run that isn't a New Game Plus, like just trying it out vanilla on a save file like this without any free progress from New Game Plus, then I'm going to do as much fishing as I can, because I'll need all the help I can get if it comes down to it. Also, why does the stream quality look so crap on my stream testing screen? Why does it look like it's 480p? Yeah, 1080p, 60 FPS. So there, fixed it. Neat. Wonky. But now it's, yeah, neat. Okay, my laptop was being weird, I guess. I don't need to get gifts anymore. You don't sell bait, unfortunately.
Hey, Professor. Thanks for your hard work again. Nothing to report today.
Neato.
Was I convincing? Was it like he was standing right in front of you?
What, like the guy up there?
Some things are the same as they were 5 years ago, but I guess a lot more has changed.
Indeedly do. Yeah, you give me some training in magic, like that. Skill level up. Oh, we got Bolganon.
Is critical.
Sweet. That should be a pretty nice spell there.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Is everyone setting out on a big campaign? Not exactly. Ah, so you're meeting up with the reinforcements.
It's supposed to be a secret, my dude.
Well, you can leave guarding this place.
What the heck?
for
Why's
me.
my phone vibrating?
I'll keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
Getting emails and stuff. Somebody's over here. Hello, Monk.
I have lived inconspicuously these past 5
It keeps
years,
vibrating more and
so
more.
as not to be discovered by the Empire.
More emails.
To be able to finally return to the monastery again is overwhelming. I hope that our brothers and sisters who ran far away will also return one day.
Okay, doke. Somebody to talk to over here. Hey, Shamir.
There are enemy spies around. Remain vigilant.
Will do.
Capture anyone who seems suspicious.
All right, I will.
I'm glad you understand. I'm counting on you.
But I don't think the game will give me the option to capture anyone suspicious. You know? I'm fairly certain it won't. What kind of quest do you have here?
Can you help me?
Don't tell anyone, but I'm actually an Almian merchant. I'm looking to export some goods from Fodlan and sell them back in my homeland. If you help me out, I'll reward you handsomely. Search for some rare Fodlan goods that will please the merchant for... there you go. Cool, neat. How do you do that, Haunt? Do you mean in-game like you missed a knee, or like in real life like your knee's actually messed up? Wasn't paying attention, was getting off your loft? Oh no. That's not good.
House Daphne is a renowned
Oof.
family.
Might want to put like some
Descended
ice on that or
directly
something
from
then.
10 elites. They've had close ties to the
That
church
might
for
be a
ages.
good idea
I hear
there.
Even Judith, who is known for her bravery and valor, is a devout follower of
Yikes.
Steros faith. She will lend us her
That is
strength.
not good at all.
I'm sure of it.
You know, maybe get some ice or something. Oh yeah, we can use some support converse. Oh, never mind. There's just the one. No, seeing the one on the map
People
reminded me.
talk about the hero of
Yeah,
Daphne.
maybe do that.
If the stories of her courage
Yeah.
are true, no one will be able to stand against us. In different circumstances,
Also-
I'd have wanted to try crossing swords with her. Right now, we have to focus on getting to those reinforcements. Let's hope nothing goes wrong.
Indeed. Also, getting my stream set up here again. I stayed up until 6 a.m. last night working on it. It was not fun. It was not fun, let me tell you.
Professor,
Professor. Yes, you can speak with me, my dude. Absolutely.
how are you doing, Professor? Would you care to join me for a cup of tea?
With a little hint of Crest toothpaste. Hey, look, it's the same option. Which one should I do?
It occurs to me that whenever we chat, I have a tendency to pester you with my questions and theories about your history. It seems only fair to speak on the topic of myself for once.
Oh.
And perhaps you might feel more positively inclined toward my research if I shared my own story.
So you just want me to help with your research there, then, huh?
Not at all. I am quite honest in my motivations. Well, I suppose I should begin at the beginning, eh?
Yeah, I remember that, Haunt. Is it the same knee then?
I was born into a noble house of the Empire. Not a large house, mind
Yep.
you, but noble all the same. Our land holdings were small, but our bloodline was quite strong. So, as you
Indeed.
can imagine, there were many of us in the family who carried the power of crests. I myself bear a minor
Yeah, it was the
crest.
same one then.
Our
Jeez.
family's abundance of crests may be part of the reason I've been interested in the topic since I was just a boy. I dedicated myself to my studies, and after years of effort, I became lead crest scholar at the Empire's largest research institution.
You gave that up to come here.
My research is more important than social standing in the Empire. There I had only Imperial blood, and thus Imperial crests at hand. So I came to
Ow.
Garrick Mach and devoted myself to my research during my time as a professor.
I swear, I try to like move around and stretch while these cutscenes are going on, and my joints just, crack.
My progress is
That was my
slow,
left shoulder there,
but with
jeez.
each revelation, I move ever closer to the answers I have sought for decades. Your
That's good then, Han.
cooperation as the bearer of the Crest of Flames ensures my research will continue to advance. In fact, it may bring me ever closer to the goal of uncovering everything there is to know about crests. I do hope you shall continue helping me advance in this field of study.
Okay.
Together, we will solve the mystery of your Crest of Flames, and our world will be the better for it.
Will we solve the mystery of why Edelgard has it?
Shall we proceed? My lab instruments are fully prepared.
Uh.
I have a great number of tests I'm excited to carry out. No, don't worry. They won't hurt one bit.
Alrighty. Hey, look, you got the last of his motivation there. Alright, so let's go this way now. So what is over here? Oh yeah, it's the freaking online thing. Looks like nobody's in the house, like the actual classrooms. That's what it's called. Nobody's in the classrooms anymore after this. Okay, here's a quest item. You have a crazy thought there, you say? Yoink. And a secret thingy. Neat. Looks like I've done about everything. I just noticed. Wow, did it really take me this long to notice this? Those freaking purple triangles are literally the spots that you can teleport to. That's what they mean. I am so stupid. But yeah, game claims that all of Edelgard's siblings are deceased due to experimental actions. Yeah, apparently so. She was explaining to us during that one support conversation there that, like, none of her siblings bore, like, the crest that they wanted in the family. Like, they wanted the major crest, and she got the minor version. So they wanted someone with the major crest to, like, inherit everything, basically, and basically take over as the new emperor, because everybody in this world is obsessed with the crests, and it's like, oh, if you don't have a crest, then you're like disowned from the family because something, you didn't inherit it or something. So her family tried to kind of make them have the crest by force there, I guess, with these experiments, and it killed her siblings, and it didn't give her the major crest. It instead gave her the crest of flames. And it seems almost implied that Rhea had done something to the main character here as a child, or as a baby before being born, or something like that. So, you know. Oh, do you have a shop here now? Oh, cool. But, yeah, so, are we both, like, experiments that got the Crest of Flames from that? What if the professor is a sibling that was experimented at a young age, is adopted by Rhea and his father, who is now gone, Elda and him are possibly related? Wacky possible thought, but no, it wouldn't be that, but it couldn't be that there, but there is the potential that Rhea, like, it seems heavily implied that Rhea did something to Byleth before he was born there, and there's almost little hints along the way that Rhea could even potentially be the mother. I'm not sure, like, she's supposed to be dead, but she was acting very motherly towards Byleth there. But no, I don't think that they're siblings. We don't know for sure the identity of Byleth's mother there, but because right after the main character who was born and showed like almost no emotion, had no heartbeat, Geralt immediately like took the child and fled and like faked the baby's death in the fire there. So no, I don't think that could be the case there. But yeah, oh, I guess limited one. Oh, that's all those items.
Come back soon.
Because there was like the big fire at Garruk Mach where Geralt faked Byleth's death after the fire there. But it seemed very much like Rhea had done something to Byleth before he was even born, though. Like, Sedith was getting really inquisitive towards Rhea. They were like, what did you do to that child? And she was like evading the question, and we never really found out there. Yeah, hopefully we can find out here soon enough.
Oh, it has
you
been
know?
only 5 years, yet so much has changed.
Yeah, I won
Half of
2
the
Smash
kingdoms fall
Herbits.
into the Empire. Skirmishes are rife throughout the Alliance.
Mhm.
Despite such tumult, we look upon the same sky, unchanged by the storm happening beneath it.
Are you sure it's the same sky? It looks a lot more yellow than it did. You wish you could return to those days.
Yes, it would be nice, I suppose.
And you don't look a day older.
Things were simpler then.
Also, your age has
Or
also
so
been a
they seemed to
mystery,
be
so
at the time.
I have a feeling that Flame not looking older after the 5 years is probably intentional, because her age was never revealed before, and her age is like question mark, question mark, question mark in the roster thing. And like the bad dudes needed her blood for something, so I have a feeling that she might be some other being that like lives a super long time and barely ages, like Geralt is, if I had to guess. I think that there's a story reason why she hasn't aged here.
Still more to learn.
Did I learn your spell? Nope. Not this time. Why is there no music?
Hey, you.
Oh, I guess there's just none on the
Leaving
bridge.
Reinforcements in the Valley of Torment seems an astute decision to me.
Mhm.
In that land of oppressive heat, it is unlikely that we will be disturbed.
Cool.
It also means we will need to contend with those harsh conditions ourselves, however. Best ensure we are well prepared.
Okie dokie. Yeah, let's go this way. Hello.
To the north of Garruk Mach.
You're heavily armored, aren't you?
Karen and Galatea houses, former lords of the kingdom. Even though their territory is being nibbled at by the Empire, they are still clinging to their neutrality. Since they only display enough force to defend their borders, I I suppose the Empire has no incentive to attack them with any real strength.
I still can't believe freaking Edelgard stabbed us in the back. This game is so wacky. Hey Shamir, I appreciate ruined buildings symbolize that no home is permanent. What if we just destroyed them all and rebuilt them? They remind us that life is impermanent as well. We should repair them little by little. Sorry, this one. Sweet. Right response.
Okay.
Hello.
With the Fargus dukedom in place, the kingdom is essentially no more.
Also, didn't Sedith mention that Dimitri is apparently dead in this timeline? Like he said he was slain. Like, it's probably gonna turn out that he's not, but...
The majority of the lords
What
who
if he
once
is?
belonged to the kingdom are now under the jurisdiction
Yeah,
of
Flame
the
might just
Empire.
be, like... Because I remember the bad dudes captured her because they needed some of her blood for, like, whatever the heck they're
Even the
doing.
houses that
Like,
haven't
powering up
been to me yet,
Edelgard. Because
the
they were
Castle
talking...
Darius,
They were talking about
the
how
Syndic
everything that
House.
they're doing is to give
only a matter
the
of
Flame
time.
Emperor more power, and the Flame Emperor turned out to be Edelgard. So, like, all these bad dudes doing all their bad things are apparently doing it to, like, power up Edelgard and make her a stronger being. Apparently they needed, like, Flame's blood to do that. And I know that Sedith there pretends to be her brother instead of her father to, like, hide, you know, the fact that she has this blood from her mother there. Sure, let's get your guys' motivation up. Wait, that doesn't even get up your motivation, does it? It just teaches in magic, I think. So let's do this. This is what we'll do. We are gonna go cut grass. Since your parents want you to hopefully knee does already. Be back in a bit. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, take it easy on that knee there.
Terrible, but you won't notice when everyone else sings too.
Oh, Linhart. Neat. Can I restore any of these statues over here?
Need something?
I can. I have 1,000 points. Sweet. So we can get brawling skills +2. Or another divine pulse. I don't really need the extra divine pulse. Let's just do this then. You're all set.
See you again soon.
Sweet. So, yeah, that'll carry over to later save files. If we do like new game plus chains, so that'll be pretty sweet for our future playthroughs. This game's gonna be so freaking
Valley
long.
of Torment.
Man, oh
I've
man.
heard of it, but I never expected to go there. It's exciting.
I like your sword.
I wonder what the landscape is like.
Sounds dangerous.
It probably is dangerous, but I still want to get there and see it as soon as I can.
Wow, you only train in bows? Or not.
We may not be
Psych.
students anymore, but it's still important to read. We might
I
have
would
learned
if I could,
something
if these
useful
passages
for
were
our next
here.
battle.
I read the first two. I don't even remember what they're about, and I wanted to wait for these two to spawn before I read part 5 right there, but they still haven't spawned. Sketchy card pulled up, so yeah, then which path am I doing? I'm doing Black Eagles, the not go with Edelgard route currently, SJ. I don't know. How are things doing? It's like in your yard, they're just there. Oh, that's
I couldn't agree
wonky.
more.
You'll just remain inside for now, alrighty.
When the war is over.
Also, now I'm used to looking that way for the camera, because that's the way that I was looking for the weekend at Fragapalooza there. Because the camera was like there, but now I have to get used to looking at there again, where it usually is. You know? Now I have to get used to it all over again. Did this one so you can watch with no spoilers. Nice. If we're doing the same route then, or if you've already done this one then. Yeah, so I guess I can't really spoil anything then.
The monastery repairs have made solid
Yeah, we already did the
progress.
first
Most
month of the 5-year
excellent
time
news.
jump. This is the second one, I believe. I'll
When
finish
we
it just the
first
other night.
returned
Nice,
here,
nice.
I was unsure what we were going to do with the ruins of this place.
Yeah, with how many playthroughs I'm gonna do of this is gonna be a long
But if
game.
we can get the cathedral rebuilt,
Yeah, I better
we'll
adapt.
have it looking just like old times soon enough.
Neato. Alright, who else is here to talk? Hello.
Hearing that an old student has died cuts me right to the heart. As this war with the
Okay, so that was your
Empire
second. You did
continues,
Blue Lions
We'll
first.
see more of it, Professor.
I would have liked to have had more time to
We have a duty to
play this
fight
game this
alongside
weekend,
our former
but I was busy at
students.
Smash tournaments.
We taught them how to fight after all. Now, let's help them win.
But now is the relaxed day, get back into the swing of things, and time for some more tree houses. Is the plan. So are you gonna do Golden Deer next, or the other route for Black Eagles? Zoltan's Beast Idol. Don't think you could ever play the actual Edelgard route because you like Blue Lion so much. That's what I've heard. So you're going with Golden Deer. So yeah, my order will probably be this route here, then Blue Lions, then Golden Deer, and then back to Black Eagles and doing the other route there. That's what I've heard from people. Apparently the ending to Blue Lions is apparently bittersweet and absolutely incredible. It makes me almost tempted to save it for like the third one instead, like to switch the order. Like to do Golden Deer next and then Blue Lions. It's almost, yeah, that's what I've heard. Apparently it's like a real tearjerker from what I've heard. So it's almost tempting to like switch my order to do like Golden Deer next and then Blue Lions after that, just because it's apparently, that's what people have been saying, it's apparently like the best.
I didn't think we'd end up fighting Randolph. He's my uncle. Well, not by blood, so I guess I can handle it.
You're very resolute.
Don't worry about me. I'm ready for anything.
But yeah, so hey, look, another support conversation and stuff. The name of Blue Lions is probably the best of the three. Yeah, that's what some people have been telling me. Like, I may just consider switching the order up, like doing Golden Deer as the next route that we do, and then doing Blue Lions, because that's what I've heard. Apparently, it might be the best of the three. So maybe I should save that for like the third route that I do then. And then the last one that I do is like seeing what happens if we join Edelgard. So just like a twist on things. Oh, support conversation down here is what I better go do.
Professor.
Oh, it's a Mercedes one. Okay. Okay then.
Moment, Professor? I need to speak with you.
No, I don't have a moment.
Thank you so much. This is what I wanted to address. This letter
It's
from
blurry.
my adoptive father just arrived.
I can't read it. It's blurry. Adoptive father.
Oh, have I not mentioned him? He's the reason I first
seems
came
like.
to the Officers Academy.
Yeah, I wonder if I should do Golden Deer next and then Blue Lions because of that.
He's also the one who
I
dragged
wonder.
me from the church where I was living, just so he could use my crest.
I don't understand.
My crest does not yet belong to a house, so he plans to use it as leverage to marry into the nobility. He's a very greedy man who was a roving merchant before adopting me, but now he's in the capital. This letter says that he's finally arranged to marry me off to a wealthy noble. I know he's just thinking of himself, but can't he see that this isn't a priority when we're at war?
Maybe the war has pushed him to this.
I suppose it's possible. He may be worried about carrying on his bloodline, but... I don't know what to do about this proposal.
Will you accept?
I can't see any way around it, so I fear that I must. I just don't want to let go of the life that I've made for myself. I know it's not what my heart wants, but I don't have the strength to say no.
What does your heart want?
I believe I've mentioned this before, but I want to work in service of the church. Well, I suppose it doesn't necessarily have to be the church, but I want to help those in need. If I were to marry a noble, I think it would be difficult to realize that dream.
Why can't you decline?
It's just... I've always allowed myself to follow the whims of those above me. I convinced myself that everything in life was at the will of the goddess. I was blind to reality. I believed it was her will to both pull me from the church and guide me to the Officers Academy. The decision to enter this war was the first time I acted of my own free will. My adoptive father opposed this decision, but I somehow managed to convince him. Still, I couldn't free myself of him completely. This letter is proof of that. It's not that I'm scared of him, but there is something that worries me.
Severing your ties.
I knew you'd understand, Professor. I've sat down to write a reply several times, but I can't muster up the courage or the words. I was hoping you could provide me with the encouragement I need.
Can't just give up on your dreams.
That's a very good point. We're only given one life, so we must do all we can to pursue our happiness. Okay, I think that may have been just the push I was looking for. I'll tell him the truth. That I found a life worth pursuing, and I must decline the proposal. Maybe I should tell him I've fallen for someone else.
They're basically the same question. Who might that be?
Why, it's you, Professor. Isn't that obvious?
Excuse me?
I'm just teasing. Now I'm off to write this letter and stand my ground. Thank you for your encouragement.
Hey, motivation! There we go. There's the motivation that we needed. Okay, let's go to the dining hall here, and then we'll get up the motivation for everybody else for the 2 lessons of the month, I guess. This is what we'll do. Hunting festival, what's that mean? Well, let's do say this. Like that. Give them a meal.
I would be liking that greatly.
Look at Ferdinand's hair.
After a scrumptious meal like that, I feel that I can really seize the day.
His hair is so spectacular now. My oh my. Okay, what can we do here then? Wait, so who still needs motivation? Both of you two do, so let's just do this real quick. He's got a mullet. All I know is he has fabulous hair now.
I'm rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got
Your
great
arrows are going
taste.
through the chair. There's max motivation. Alright, who else needs motivation? Like, let's just see here. Caspar is my only, like, student that needs max motivation. So I could always do, say, this. Yeah, let's do that. Go right to Dorothy in this playthrough, because you had no other choices. You didn't build up support enough.
I can eat so
Feels
much
bad.
of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
Eloise.
Oh, my favorite food. You've got to try this.
Eloise. Best character. Alright, so that's all the motivation, so I may as well use the rest for training. Then. Is what I may as well do.
I hope though the thought of
Yeah, let's build this up. She's like, OMG, want me when you don't have your pick? And you were like, no, I really don't. Nice. Or when you have your pick. I don't know why I added don't there. Forget that. Yeah, you really don't. Nice. I literally had no other choice. Funny stuff. I guess I'm taking this one. Large fish shadow. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that with Shamir there. You said because he didn't want to go with like a student because that's weird, and it still sort of is. 5-year time jump. I guess you're not really their professor anymore, but you know. You know, still, am I not gonna get a golden one? Even though the pond is all glowy and stuff. One of these days, once the hardest difficulty does come out, if it's actually really challenging, I think I might do one playthrough of like whatever route I think is the hardest on that hardest difficulty without it being a new game plus. Try to beat it like vanilla like that. Without any buffs from New Game Plus. If I do that, that would mean a lot of fishing. Because, whoops. Because that's a good way to make some cash. I need all the help I can get. You never get the golden deer, or the golden ones no matter what. Oh, I don't know why I said golden deer. I thought that... For some reason, I thought this was still back on, like, the whole students thing. For some reason, my brain was like, oh, recruiting golden deer. I saw golden and my brain freaking... Yeah, the golden fish here are pretty rare. The end of this was hard. Like, the end of the playthrough, that, like, this one. Because this game hasn't pushed me a whole lot yet. Like, the hardest map that I had so far, which was actually really hard, was this paralog in the Red Canyon with all these divine beasts, or whatever the heck they're called. That was actually really challenging. Like, I really enjoyed that. I'm not even getting a red one. What the heck? Went from 0 to 100 immediately? Ooh. Alright, I'll have to look forward to that then. That'll definitely be something to look forward to. Alright, here's the 5-star bait. I'm not even getting a red one. I'm only getting blue ones. I'm not even gonna go for it there. Dang it, I have to do the 4th. Man, oh man. Why must this be? Also, I can't believe fishing's a thing in this game. I cannot believe. Wow, the bait costs more than the fish that I'm getting here. Finally, jeez. About time. No! I even went silent. I was focusing. Come on. Oh, well, the bait just paid itself off. Actually doing a good job of keeping people level up evenly, then you end up sacrificing like 600 people to beat it. Oh, maybe I should have gone for the red one, but I've been getting so many blues that I just decided to anyway. Yeah, hopefully I don't have to sacrifice anybody. And the only people I'm probably going to keep relatively evenly leveled are like the actual students, like the staff members. Dang it, I should have pressed A there. Like the faculty kind of people, I'm probably going to leave largely untouched. And maybe Flane too, because Flane's a little bit behind. But everybody else, like my students and the 3 students I've recruited, I'm trying to keep relatively evenly leveled. Okay, come on, golden one, please. Please, oh please, man. Oh, your main group keeping evenly leveled. Gotcha, gotcha. A lot of people, you had your favorites. Rainbow? What the heck is this? I've never seen this before. Oh, dang it. Oh. 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 Oh, I actually almost ran out of my freaking health bar there. What the? Goddess Messenger appears only when the water shines with spectral light. Cook into a dish that boosts dexterity, speed, and defense. What the heck? I've never seen a rainbow one before. What the heck? That was you. Like I was like side visioning my health bar, so I couldn't quite clearly see it. But what I could see with my side vision there, it seemed like whenever I got a good instead of an excellent, it made my health bar go down by quite a decent bit there. What the heck?
Believe that if we get those reinforcements, we'll be set for provisions too.
I've had purple and golden before, but never a rainbow. I didn't even know it existed.
But I think it's
what
best
the
not
heck?
to hold our breath on the food front. With the added headcount from the reinforcements, there will be even more mouths to feed.
Yeah. I recruited Felix, Mercedes, and... Jeez, good question. And Ignatz, jeez. Who else do I want training from? Maybe someone magical. Like Mercedes. Yeah, those are the 3 that I managed to get there, luckily. You got those 3 as well. Maybe they're the easy ones to recruit? I don't know.
It's a shame the monastery.
Unless you recruited more than those 3, because if you recruited only just the exact 3, that'd be some wacky situation there. Maybe they're just easy ones to recruit. I don't know. Hey, looking at you. You have my money? You better have my money by tomorrow, else you'll meet me on the playground after school. Alright, I'm out of here. Alright, I think I've done all the exploring I can for today. Okay, yeah, you did have more others. Yeah, it was also the first... Ow! It was also the second playthrough, though, so you had the New Game Plus stuff as well. So, did you redeem a lot of renown to get your, like, progress back when it came to, like, weapon level? No. Was it not a New Game Plus there? You... Oh, jeez. So you're just really good at recruiting people. I tried to recruit people way too late. I should have been giving gifts from, like, the beginning and stuff. But I always recruit Felix, Ash, and Mercedes. Yeah, I feel like I almost managed to get Ash, but not quite. So you did do it on a complete new profile. Jeez. Yeah, I'll be doing all my stuff on New Game Plus. Won't play a new route on New Game Plus, but you'll get, like, all the statue stuff. I guess if you want the challenge. There's that. Like, I might do that once the new difficulty comes out for whatever I feel is the hardest route. You're the only one who's not fully motivated, my oh my. Oh, you're already playing on casual though. Well, why not do New Game Plus? It's like more progress. I don't know. Up to you. That's your concession. Gotcha. Alright, so what do I want to... I need to develop riding and lances in Linhart here so that you can be like horseback eventually. So this needs to get up to C. Real quick. There we go. Yeah, Ash seems like he could definitely be a great archer. I feel like that's what Ignatz is meant to largely be, that or a mage. I'm probably going to try to slowly convert him into like a mortal savant. Shamir level sniper. Ooh. I feel like I should have put some more time into Shamir than I did. I accrued her way too early. Like, I should have saved her for later. Now that I understand the game better, I'm going to be playing better in like future playthroughs and stuff. You know, I definitely will be. Okay, this needs to go up. That's just better than Ignatz. Yeah, I feel like Ignatz does better as a mage. It seems like, is my impression, as a magical attacker. So hold on. You need freaking... Yeah, you need A in heavy armor. Jeez. That is a lot of armor skill that you need, Ferdinand. Yeah, Felix is gonna be the best moral savant ever. Like, I've put some builds together on my phone, and Felix has the potential to become one of the best units in the game, I would say. Because of his budding talent for black magic, he's one of the 2 units that gets black magic crit plus 10. Edelgard being the other one. And with so the skills that you can put on him are black magic crit plus 10, vantage, wrath, and defiant crit. Those are skills that you throw onto him. So he'll just by having and black magic range plus 1. That was the last one. So he'll be able to counterattack from like 3 range. And he's already getting like plus 10 crit from black magic crit plus 10. The moment he goes under half health, whenever anybody attacks him from 1 to 3 range, he'll be able to counterattack instantly because of vantage. Wrath is the skill that makes you get plus 50 crit when you're under half health. So if anybody attacks him from anywhere from 1 to 3 range, he'll attack first with 60% crit, or like 60 extra crit because of Wrath and black magic crit plus 10 paired together. And then you put on defiant crit as well. So if he gets under 25% health, it increases it by another 50. So essentially, if anybody attacks him while he's under 25% health, if he would even get there, he'd probably be unstoppable before then, he will essentially have 110 extra crit, and it should be near impossible for him to not crit when his opponent attacks him and he attacks first and immediately crits. He has the potential, like, only snipers and like mages that have like more range, stuff like that, like some bow knights, some ballistae, stuff like that. Only a few situations could really damage him. But apart from that, if there's anybody else, this build that I've devised has the potential to make him unstoppable. Here's a guy you can send out by himself on one side of the map to destroy them. Now imagine the build that I threw out there. He could literally just... Unless there's a bow knight with 4 range, or a ballista or something like that, or they use a battalion, there's no way he should go down. Like, it just can't. It cannot. You had a great build on him as well, but is it anything like that? Because I feel like that build there is probably like the best potential for him. And yeah, you had a bow on him. Yeah, I'm gonna focus on black magic with him because of his black magic crit plus 10 there. Okay, you're fine for now, Dorothea. You, Petra, you need to focus on axe and flying at the moment. Whoops. Whoopsie doopsie. Petra, axe and flying. So there's axe. What's flying at? Let's develop flying, actually. Is what we'll do. Like that. Want him to be completely versatile, but he would be if nobody can touch him. You know? He's weak to flyers. Like, how so? You mean like Pegasus Knights having a high resistance stat? Because if he immediately critted them, what would they do about it? Yeah, you need to develop your reason magic. Is what you better do. Yeah, sword is where it should be. So you just need to develop this. Gotcha. But the dragons have like typically low resistance. It's just the Pegasus Knights that have like the super high resistance. Oh, you learned
Just
Thoron.
not there yet.
Yeah, the Pegasus Knights take like not a whole lot of damage from magic, but the Wyvern Lords typically should still take regular old damage from it. Typically, not always, but depends on the unit.
I have a question.
You are not allowed to ask your question. Songs are so powerless, Professor. No matter how much one sings of peace, there's no soldier on the battlefield who will listen. It's horrible that one can only sing of peace in times of peace. Some songs have the power to end conflict. Hey, Fire Emblem Fates. If you sing really loudly, I'm sure they'll listen. If we can achieve peace, those songs won't be powerless. Let's do that.
Impressive. You know, you're a really good teacher.
Motivation increased. Dang it, I should have trained you today then.
Professor.
To excel as a bow knight. No. Oh. You already asked me if you could be a wyvern rider. Don't change your mind now, Cyril. Or Cyril, or whatever the heck. Petra support conversation.
Professor, please do not be concerned. I just did too much overworking and lost my strength.
Yeah, that makes sense then. Just give him bow. You were overdoing it.
Yes, that is the truth. Please accept my apology. I have sorrow. I am sorry to be fainting at a time like this. Even though I was not asking for your care and attention, you gave it willingly.
You must stop pushing yourself too hard.
Will you have a listen to me? There is something that I must be saying. I am thinking you already have knowledge of why I came to Fodlan. Not for studying, but as a hostage for the Empire. So that Bridget would not be rebelling anymore. It feels like a knife against my throat. That I am making my grandfather obey the Empire. If I were running away from the Empire, then Bridget would be defeated. I am not having any options. To be living, I must be fighting to win. For Bridget to be living, the Empire needs to be crushed. So I must be crushing the Empire.
Sounds like a plan.
That is what my people are wanting from me. And what my grandfather, the King of Bridget, is wanting.
And what do you want?
My want? I am not knowing of that. The wants of my people are something I have power to achieve. Their wants are my own.
Only you can know what you want.
What I really want, I have understanding. Wait, no, I actually do not have understanding. Yet. What I am understanding is that there is something I am not understanding. When I know what my true want is, I give you my promise that I will be telling you first.
Neat. Hey, there's motivation. Alright, what's happening this week? Running, 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 running. Build up that flying skill. Get good at it.
I'm gonna do the best I can do.
You better.
We can have success with each other.
Fly away.
We had a great result.
Sweet. Oh, perfect. Sweet.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
You are. Bit by bit. Alright, Linhardt now has Sea and Lance, so we can change his goals away from that now. Since that's where it needs to be. And didn't use Cyril in your second playthrough. What, because he's too busted? Or has the potential to be too busted?
I've learned a thing or two from battle.
Neato? Because of aptitude. Just wacky. It's like, yeah, I'm not bothering with you.